In this video, we're going to take a look at the fire logic for the shotgun. Here's our custom event called shotgun shooting. And first, we are setting shotgun reload state to 0. This is needed for breaking the cycle of reloading. Let's take a look at the variables associated with the shotgun. Shotgun UI, the damage, inventory, to indicate whether we have the shotgun in our backpack, shotgun ammo clip, size, ammo in the backpack, and also ammo in the chamber and reload state. So first we are setting shotgun reload state to 0, and then we check our weapon will fire, just like the rest of the firing logics. Then we check the ammo in the clip. If we don't have any, we go to the logics for the automatic reload and auto switch weapons. So before the shooting begins, we set the weapon will fire to 0. Here we can see the noise node, but first we are setting our shotgun ammo chamber to 0. And then if we still have more than one shell in our clip, then we go to our standard animations for the shooting. If not, then we will use the shotgun shoot to empty animation. First, let's take a look at the branch with regular shooting. We're setting shotgun ammo clip, just like the rest of the weapons, subtracting 1 from the ammo clip. The delay that roughly equals the animation for the shooting and represents the fire rate of the shotgun. And then we are setting weapon will fire back to 1, and we're also setting the shotgun ammo chamber to 1 as well. We are playing the shotgun shoot animation. We are spawning sound at location, and I'm using the location of the shotgun flash socket. Then after a delay of half a second, we spawn the shotgun shell at the shotgun ammo socket. We can take a quick look at the skeleton. Selecting shotgun for the preview mesh. And here we can see the flash socket and the ammo socket for the shotgun shell. Back to the logic. In case this was our last shotgun shell in the clip, then we are playing the animation that is slightly shorter and does not have the pump action. We spawn sound and location of our flash socket, a delay, after which we set weapon will fire back to 1, and we set ammo clip subtracting 1 from the current value. However, here we are leaving the shotgun ammo chambers set to 0. This will be taken into account during the reload logic. Then we spawn emitter of the muzzle flash attached to our shotgun flash socket. And then we're doing the line trace by channel. The difference now is that we're using a for loop node before our line trace by channel node. The index represents how many times this loop body will be executed. So everything starting from here in the logic, will happen 12 times. Here is our start of the line trace, just like the pistol. However, this time we also add shotgun spread. We are adding a vector, and this vector is constructed from 3 random floats in range. These floats represent the shotgun spread. So every time when this happens, and this happens 12 times, our end vector will vary, because each time we will have a different random float for this additional vector. Then everything is just like the pistol shooting, without the headshot logic though. Shotgun hit affix is also identical to the pistol. However, the reload logic is quite different. This is our custom event, and first of all, as always, we're checking if weapon will fire is set to 1. Then we check if we actually need to reload any of the ammo, and we're checking if we have any ammo in the backpack. We're setting weapon will fire to 0 if all the conditions were met, and we set shotgun reload state to 1. And then we play the animation for the reload, the first part of it. There are 4 parts. Let's take a look at them. First animation is the beginning of the reload cycle. It ends roughly here. Our second reload animation is the cycle, the part that repeats. The third one is finishing of the reload, in case we don't need the pump action. And the fourth one has the pump action. Let's go back to the logic. Next, we are setting an invisible material for the shotgun shell. Let's take a look at the animation again. As you can see, in this part, the shell is transferred from the clip to our arm. We cannot see it here, but it is visible from the camera view, slightly but still noticeable. This was my first attempt to fix this problem. This is an additive layer to adjust the position of the bones at a certain frame in the animation. I tried to move the transition as close as possible so that it is not visible. However, even though we don't notice it here, we can see it in the game, especially during the second part that repeats. So I came up with another method. So this actually is not really necessary. However, we can see, just to demonstrate how it looked without it, disable the curve. Here's our transition. So the curve that I made this transition much shorter, so that we don't notice it, but it was still visible. So I had to figure out another way to hide this. And let's go back to our logic. So here we are setting an invisible material for our shell. Let's see the modal meshes, skeletal mesh shotgun. Here we can find the index for the material that we need. Element 0, element 1. We need the element 1, and we need to change this material to a material with full opacity. Back to the logic. So we are setting the material for the shotgun at the element index 1 to shotgun invisible shells. And after a short delay, we are setting the material back to the standard visible material for the shell. Next, after the delay that covers the length of the first part of the reload animation, we are spawning the sound attached for inserting the shells. We set shotgun ammo clip, adding 1 to the clip, and then subtracting 1 from the ammo in the backpack. And next we have a branch with this condition. If shotgun ammo clip equals the clip size, it means that we have completely reloaded our clip and we do not need any further reload to happen. And we go to this next branch that sets shotgun ammo chamber, that checks if the shotgun ammo chamber was set to 1. This was happening in our shooting logic here. In case shotgun ammo chamber was set to 1, this means we will not need the reload with the pump action, and we will go to the reload part 3. And after a delay that covers the length of this animation, we go to weapon will fire. We set weapon will fire to 1. In case our ammo chamber was set to 0, we will play the fourth part of the animation with the shotgun action, with the pump action. And then the 2 delays. This delay covers the length of this animation. And this delay catches the moment when we need to attach the sound for the pump action. Then we set ammo chamber to 1, since we performed the pump action. And then we set weapon will fire back to 1. Going back, in case we still need to reload some ammo and the ammo clip is not equal to ammo clip size, we go to this branch. We check if shotgun ammo in the backpack, first of all, is more than 0, that we have some ammo to reload with. If we don't have any ammo to reload with, we will go again to this section of the logic and finish the reload cycle. And we also need to check if the shotgun reload state is set to 1. So whenever we press fire and start and attempt to shoot, we are setting shotgun reload state to 0. So if during this stage of reload we hit fire, we will change our reload state to 0. This way, and thus breaking the cycle. When the reload begins, to recap, when the reload begins, we are setting the reload state to 1. If we do nothing, then the cycle is open. However, if we hit fire during this logic, we will set it to 0 and the reload cycle will not go, as this condition will not be satisfied. And from false, we will go to finishing the logic. However, if these conditions are met, then we have this loop coming here. This node is not really necessary, obviously. And here we play the second part of the animation, the looping part. And here we do the same thing with the material, but we needed a different delay to enter the following part of the logic, because this animation is slightly different from our first animation. This part is slightly shorter, so the delay is shorter as well. And then the logic repeats until we have shotgun ammo clip size, shotgun ammo in the clip equal to the clip size, or until we have no ammo in the backpack, or until we hit fire and set shotgun reload state to 0.